You're watching WTOC, the Southeast News Leader. Now, news with Mike Manhattan, meteorologist Pat Prokop, and sports with Rick Snow. From the Southeast News Leader, this is the news at 11.
City Alderman Robbie Robinson passed away this evening at 8:25 p.m. as a result of injuries, massive injuries to the chest, abdomen, and extremities, apparently the result of an explosion.
Good evening. In the news tonight, the search is on for a killer and a motive. The deadly wave of bombing violence in the southeast tonight washing over the coastal empire. Just after 5 this evening, a blast ripped the Abercorn office of Savannah attorney and city councilman Robbie Robinson. The blast, similar to a fatal leather bomb over the weekend in Alabama, and a bomb found this morning in an Atlanta federal courthouse. We begin our team coverage tonight with Tracy Haynes, who was on the scene of the bombing minutes after it happened.
Witnesses in the neighborhood say the first thing they heard was a loud bang.
We were inside working. We heard a big explosion. It sounded like a cannon going off. You could hear glass hitting the pavement outside, so we ran outside. You could see that the windows were blown out from the building across the street, and you could see people running out of the office buildings.
I had never seen anything like it before in my life. It was it left me feeling very numb. It was a very scary feeling. I didn't know how to react initially, but got my senses together and went back in the office and told everyone what had happened.
I felt terrible for the patient because he looked to be in pain, and plus it looked like he lost a couple of limbs.
Ambulances rushed Robinson to Memorial Medical Center while investigators went over the scene, still trying to figure out who would send Robinson a bomb and why. Tracy Haynes, WTOC News.
While lawmen started the investigation, friends, family, and fellow aldermen rushed to the hospital. Our Doug Lizette was there when they got the tragic news.
Some of the many people who worked with Robbie Robinson stood just inside Memorial Medical Center, waiting to hear good news about their friend's condition that never came. Robinson died at 8:25 p.m., despite a desperate attempt to save his life.
Alderman Robinson was in surgery here at the trauma center for about 2 hours. A team of 6 physicians worked very hard to pull him through this. His injuries were just too severe.
The news left his colleagues shocked and searching for answers.
I can't think of any reason at all that someone would visit that kind of trauma on someone like Robbie Robinson.
He wasn't likable by everyone, and in this business you can't be likable by everyone, but you make the decisions, you call it the way you want to call it, and Robbie did that. And I have utmost respect for his memory, and I always will cherish his friendship.
Like Robinson, George Zettler is an attorney and alderman. He says he's thought about the possibility of someone acting in violence against him.
Particularly in the last few months, with all the publicity that's on about letter bombs and pipe bombs, and so all of us have qualms. I know I do.
All of Robinson's friends agreed his violent death is not the type of thing that happens in Savannah, but it did.
I have no idea what the motive was or what it can be. I'm just missing a friend right now, and I hope you understand that.
Doug Lizette, WTOC News.
Those friends and peers on city council are looking for answers, and so are lawmen, from local police to federal forces. Our Jim Carswell is following the investigation, and tonight joins us live from the scene of the bombing on Abercorn downtown. All right, Jim, what do we know so far?
Well, so far we have investigators from the ATF, the FBI, Savannah Police Department, the U.S. Marshal's Office, and the Postal Service, all working on this crime of violence that hit Savannah today around 10 minutes after 5. There are indications that there might be, and I need to stress, might be a connection with the case in Birmingham over the weekend, as well as the bomb that was discovered this morning in Atlanta. In fact, investigators from those 2 incidents are now in Savannah looking at what happened here to try and piece things together. They took time out from their investigation just a little while ago and held a news conference at Savannah Police Department.
We brought with us technicians from the Postal Inspection Laboratory and the FBI Laboratory who did both the crime scene in Birmingham at the judge's house, and also participated in the render safe procedure of the device that was discovered this morning in the 11th Circuit building.
Right now, there's no rock-solid indication that all 3 cases are related. However, Tom Moore with the FBI in Birmingham investigating the case there says the preliminary investigation in Savannah indicates strong similarities to the other explosive devices in Birmingham and Atlanta. Investigators say that the package containing the device that killed Robinson was delivered through the U.S. mail. They also found a return address, which is giving them something to go on as far as narrowing down who may be responsible for this. Until the investigation is complete, authorities are issuing a warning.
And we would ask anyone who has been publicly identified with the NAACP or anyone who has a suspicious package to please contact the FBI, contact the police department, contact someone. Our main effort now is ensuring that we don't have another tragedy as occurred here in Savannah, and then secondarily find the person or persons responsible for this.
Now, you heard the reference to the NAACP. There was an incident back in August of this year where a gas canister with a smoke bomb sort of device was delivered to the NAACP headquarters in Atlanta. There's a possibility, and investigators are looking at it, that these incidents, including the one here in Savannah, could be linked to that.
Now, Jim, they mentioned the NAACP incident. We're hearing a lot of rumors, but there are no firm ties to any of this yet, are there?
No, investigators say it's just too soon. It's just been a matter of hours since this incident happened here in Savannah, and they say they just can't say definitely that anything is linked to anything or that it's not.
All right, Jim, we're going to stay on that angle of the story and flush things out a little bit because the deadly bombing is taking on some new meaning after those other incidents in the Southeast. To bring you up to date this morning, a random check of mail at the federal courthouse in Atlanta turned up a suspicious package. Atlanta police cleared the building and sealed off the neighborhood while demolition experts went to work on the package. Inside, they found a bomb. They gingerly carried the bomb to a special canister trailer and took it safely away and dismantled it. They say the bomb and the packaging it came in will be a big help in the investigation. The same investigation in Birmingham, Alabama, where Circuit Court Judge Robert Vance's wife opened a package at their home Saturday morning. The package exploded, killing Judge Vance and injuring his wife. Investigators say it looks like a pipe bomb, again, similar to the Atlanta bomb. Well, these bombings have the people across the Southeast alarmed, especially court and legal officials. The tragedy tonight's rocked our area, no one more than the people of Alderman Robinson's district. Our Avis Blackman has been following City Council for about 3 years now and joins us live tonight in the newsroom. All right, Avis, I guess you got to know Alderman Robinson pretty well during your term with the council.
Mike, I did know Robbie very well. In fact, a lot of people may not realize this, but in the entire 8 years that Robbie served on Savannah City Council, he just missed his first council meeting a few months ago because of a court engagement. He was a man dedicated to his family, his work, and his community.
This was one place Robbie Robinson fought battles as Savannah City Alderman for the 5th District.
Well, I am a constituent. I live in his district, and I've been, Robbie's been a friend of mine all through the years, and I'm just hurt,
Robinson was first elected to Savannah City Council in 1982, but throughout 2 terms in office, he continued a thriving law practice at his Abercorn office. Married this year, 41-year-old Robinson had 1 daughter. He was a graduate of Savannah State College and the University of Georgia Law School. Well respected by not just his constituents and friends, he was also a key player in city government. Mayor John Rusaikas is still stunned by the tragedy.
Well, this is something that's unbelievable to happen to such a guy like Robbie, and why? An explosion is being looked into. Why him?
Some of Robinson's accomplishments include his representation of the NAACP in the desegregation case against the Savannah-Chatham Board of Education, and he fought for civil rights for all, both in the courtroom and in the council chambers.
Mike, I want to share one of my special memories of Robbie. It was his 40th birthday, and he had always told Savannah City Manager Don Mendoza that he wanted him to sing to him, sing happy birthday to him on that special day. Well, even though Mendoza was halfway across the country on vacation, Mendoza set a cassette tape, and they played it in the conference room during the agenda meeting. Robbie loved it. He loved turning 40, and he loved life.
Thanks, Avis. We'll hear more on that. Alderman Robbie Robinson, dead at the age of 41, and we will have more news in just a moment.